Welcome to part 1 of the review of the PlayStation 4. Today we'll be covering the topic of the DualShock 4 controller. As we all know, the DualShock 3 controller got a complete overhaul when going to the DualShock 4. The DualShock 3 was way too light for gaming, it was very uncomfortable to hold, it was too short, you could barely hit the triggers and the joysticks. The DualShock 4, on the other hand, is the perfect controller for gaming. I myself, I have used a range of controllers from the N64 to the Xbox 360 to the PS4 for controllers. This is obviously my favorite choice here. It's very comfortable. Still, it's got the perfect amount of weight to it, and it is just an unbelievable controller. Now let's get down to the basics. Battery life on this is terrible if you're a serious gamer, but if you're a casual gamer, it's great. It lasts about 6 to 7 hours, which is a major downgrade from the DualShock 3 for about 3 days, and that's because of the light bar. So basically, if you're a heavy gamer, 6 hours will get you through probably half the day, and then you gotta recharge. Casual gamers, I mean, you can go probably 2 to 3 days without charging because you're not going to be on your PlayStation for 12 hours a day. Now, let's move on to one of the big things that's been overhauled in the PlayStation 4 DualShock 4 controller. One of the big things you'll notice on the DualShock 4 is the touchpad. Although at this point in time it doesn't have much that it can really do, and much of the basics that you think it could do, it really doesn't, like surfing the web. You can activate certain things in certain games like Battlelog in Battlefield 4. Now, the second thing you might notice is the options button, which has really replaced the start button on the PlayStation. It really has the same concept, and it really just does give you more options on what you can do. On the other hand, the share button on the PlayStation 4's controller is something that is completely different. Upon clicking it, you can take a screenshot and upload that to Facebook, Twitter, or you can do a live stream broadcast, or you can even double click to really just record your gameplay and then later on put that on Facebook. One of the other big things when really holding the controller is how the joysticks just really kind of move a lot better, and now that you can actually hit the triggers very comfortably in the back because they actually stick out a lot farther now and you can actually hit them, as well as now our charging cord is the standard micro USB, and it'll work with just about any power brick except for Apple's. I can't figure that out. Well, at least the iPhone ones, at least. The iPads are fine. Anyways, the light bar on the back will change color depending on what person you are, player 1 or player 2, as well as if you're getting hit in a game or you're like bleeding out in a game. It really just kind of drains the battery on this actually. Anyways, let's move on here. The last thing I would like to talk about is on the front of the DualShock 4 controller. Okay, so now we have a standard 3.5mm headphone jack for your headset or just headphones. And this will really work with any headset. It's worked from Razer to off-brands and even Apple headphones. The other thing is there's an extension port for future expansion here, as well as you can see a little speaker grill up at the top of the controller, which will really help you in gameplay. It will give you helpful hints in your games. And there's also our PlayStation controller, which will just take you back to the home screen. You can also use it to turn on and off your PlayStation. Anyways, guys, that's my review of the DualShock 4 controller. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be back for part 3 of the video.